Hello, how are you? This is your guy Gogi Bruno, and a friend asked me how do I prevent prostate inflammation and enlargement. So a happy prostate means a happy life for every man, and my objective here is to prevent you from wearing a catheter, or probably when you shake well after use, you're dribbling. So most men, let me introduce you to your prostate. It's a major organ for you, and actually for making sure that you're able to live a good life. Now, prostate here is really what constricts when you ejaculate to have that good time with your woman. But most of the men, I teach them that probably this is going to be one of those lessons that are very important for you. And prostate is just a shape of a chestnut, and it's a size of a walnut. And it's really important for your endocrine in terms of secreting the prostatic fluid and the component that make up your sperm. Every time you're making a baby, or probably anytime you're having sex. This is very good. Prostate enlargement starts at 25, and by the age of 40 it advances. Good for your sperm transportation, but also for blocking when the prostate shrinks, it really blocks the endocrine system, which is very important. So prostate is the organ that is responsible for men's reproductive system. A healthy man, Prostate relax solves the problem and the mysteries behind struggle to empty the urine bag, kidney problems. It's slightly larger than a walnut, as I said, and it's very important for your urinary control. When you are young, this is a solution for giving men the dignity they want in terms of no more embarrassments in the bedroom, no guilt about urine not coming out properly, and it will help so many men to live a good life without having to wear urinary catheters. We would shoot bottles with, we'll pee on the... Benign prostatic hyperplasia is a scenario where one has an enlarged prostate, so most people have difficulty starting urinating and even stopping, so that frequent urinary urgency is a major issue. Then most people are dribbling, they are not able to empty the bowel completely, struggling also with the inflamed bladder, and can also create inflammations in other places. So prostate relax is God sent for most people, for making sure that all men are healthy, and so for preventing painful urination and making sure there's no urine retention anywhere moving forward. And these are solutions that I give across the world to all men, so that at least we can preserve the fathers, the uncles, the brothers. They can urinate without having catheter or struggling with the need of that. And nowadays you find that a young boy can do it nicely, but more men above 30 struggle to shoot. So it means they are not able to empty their urine in totality, and it's very important when the prostate... Most welcome. This is to bring the prostate back to a young man, and also to help the man to enjoy their prostate health. And this is a supplement that I issue to any man across the country, so that they can enjoy their quality life and also take care of their prostate. Works wonders here. Prostate is a part of the male reproductive system, which includes the penis, the prostate, the seminal vesicles, and the testicles. Now, the prostate is located just below the bladder, and normally this is very key when it comes to just in front of your rectum. So it's about the size of a walnut and surrounds the urethra. So it means anytime... Most welcome. This is 50% of adults who are facing the needs to improve their prostate, and ours is to give the solutions here. Anytime you're peeing, the prostate is very necessary in terms of helping you empty the urine from your bladder. Hello, this is to prevent men from wearing catheter and to give them the organic products that would give them a happy life and a happy prostate for life, and doesn't show any weakness. It's just precaution, and if just in case you're above 40, we can supply you with this to take care of your prostate. It's not optional for you to neglect your prostate. Just like you fuel your car, the prostate is also very key in terms of aiding you live a very good life. Now, every man, the prostate tends to increase with size, and this really narrows the urethra. And when the urethra is narrowed, decrease your urine flow. So if you want to check how better your prostate is doing, check your urine force. Most of the time, you find when we go to the urinal, you find a man standing there holding his bell, but it's not able to to urinate, or probably the brain knows what it wants, but then down there the nerves are not able to respond properly because of a blood clot or probably because of a nerve issue. So my objective here is to help so many men to prevent benign prostatic hyperplasia. These are just a common term for showing that someone may be struggling with their prostate, and there are changes that are happening, be it cancerous growth. So 1 out of 8 men are talking. This shows no sign of weakness. It shows that you're a quality man, and our range of prostate care is to sort the prostate needs without having to go through surgery. So it's a very natural and organic way you take care of it. Prostate cancer. And the enlargement is just an indicator that something is very wrong and it's happening and it's gradually. If there is anything called ignorance, it's when you ignore what the body is doing, what the body is telling you to do. Now, most of us are talking about the prostate because we've seen many men struggle. And if you want to see that guys are struggling, go with the men for an excursion, for a long drive. You'll find drops around the zip. This is the prostate vitality supplement that is going to help so many men in our society to live a good life and also to improve the testosterone level. It's amazing and you can ask for it. So that's an indicator that we need to have a talk. And most guys hide from this until it is too late. So the earlier you see this, the earlier you make decisions for your health. It means you are informed, and it means that you are knowledgeable about that every night you're having sex with your woman. You're losing 15 milligrams of zinc and selenium, which is very important for you to do. But as a father, as an uncle, as a brother, this message may look short, but this will determine the extent of your life going down here. So it is very important to take this knowledge and to use it, because knowledge is only power when you put it into use. And it's about your prostate. The prostate is very important as an organ because it surrounds the urethra. And most guys are saying they want to empty the urine from the bladder. And for you to empty that urine from the bladder, you need the prostate. So it's no longer a thing of being a Christian or a what that you may think. This is a gun. The gun you are holding around your waist has to be used. And the way we were made as men, this may sound like just another lesson. But the prostate cancer or enlargement and prevention and treatment is very expensive. So the faster you take precautions, the better for you. So good health starts with good. This is Prostate Relax and brilliant for preventing frequent urination and even initiating one. Every man must reach a point where they get to the knowledge junction. This is where you know that we need a farmer 3 times in a day. We need a farmer in the morning, at lunch, and in the evening. So, if you are taking a lot of food with a lot of fertilizer, that has denatured the minerals that you're looking for as a man, then probably what you're doing, the natural mineral content in our lands has depleted. So we no longer rely on just getting food from the market and eating it. What is important is that are you getting the essentials that are able to help you get the vitamins and the minerals your body needs to build up. Okay. Most welcome. There are dangers associated with the prostate diseases, and our role is to address male sterility, enlargement of the and unsatisfactory sexual health, and this is to take care of our men so that probably they could also enjoy a good life without struggling with the prostate needs, and for making sure reduced quality of life is taken care of, gyno problems, and making sure uremia and these conditions that come because of poor prostate health is taken care of. So apart from that, we also look at, for every man, once you're above 35, attention please, because it's no longer an option. It's like, it's where the rubber meets the road. When men reach 25, the prostate antioxidant capacity reaches its peak. During this phase, the prostate maintains its healthy function. Then later, the antioxidant capacity begins to decline. So by the time you're hitting 25, you basically you've already overused the antioxidant that helps you prevent the inflammation. Now, beyond that, what needs to be done is take precautions so that you can take care of that prostate, so that it can serve you better in terms of urine output without wearing a catheter. Now, the antioxidant capacity here is to prevent the discomforts that appear for prostate problems. Like, for instance, when we address your prostate, what we are doing is that we are giving you a chance to live a life without having to struggle when you're peeing. And when it comes to prostate gland enlargement, the common condition for men when they get older is that the enlarged prostate can cause uncomfortable urinary symptoms like blocking the flow of urine, waiting for the urine to download as if it was a file, and it can cause bladder or urinary tract or kidney problems. So when it is still manageable, please take precautions. It's no longer ignorance thing. It is information age, and the faster you learn this, the better you can take care of your health. So the quality of life has to be taken care of, and it's no longer anything to thump your chest about. It doesn't show any sign of weakness. It only shows that you're teachable and you're able to learn and to make the adjustments your body is controlling you to do. So this also contributes to us erectile dysfunction. So it's no longer something that you may wish away, and wishing it away means that you've not hit.
Most welcome. This is to take care of the prostate and to prevent inflammations of the same, and addressing the needs that you may have for the nerves and prostatic enlargement.
So by 25, it's starting to swell. So prostate enlargement is within the trend. Over 50 years of age, men would struggle with one or two facing prostate challenges. So it is a concern for most men. So nowadays, you find if you don't attend to the prostate before it disrupts your life, you find men are wearing catheter and urine bags. So it's a fatherhood challenge, and from a brother to a brother, from the heart to the heart, it means that if I'm sharing this information with you, probably you know that men are the most ignored species currently. If you keen, you find that women have a ministry, children have a ministry, but the only gender that doesn't consult, doesn't talk is the male gender. Now, infertility or low sperm count is about 10 to 15%. So my main objective is to reboot most men, and anytime you ejaculate, you're losing 15 milligrams of that zinc. It means we serve you maca. Maca is to reboot the body that needs to be fueled. So this is like a fueling station for men, and this is food that we've given to the Incan. The Incan were warriors, and for the highly revered people in the 2,000 years of their age were in Peru. So we've taken the Peru meal that the Incan warriors used to eat. It's called maca. It's strength, it's endurance for battle. So it also inhibits the prostate enlargement as a gland for fertility. So failure for urine to urinate, or maybe you feeling that there is some precious liquid remaining in there, is sabotages a man's sexual life. So catheters cause a lot of UTI. So if you're waiting for one, that's a very expensive affair to go down with. And for those UTIs could affect the urethra, the bladder, and kidneys, and so the bladder stones could also form. Wearing a catheter could be one of those things that no man wants to have, especially if you have to walk around with it just because you didn't take care of your prostate. You know, a happy man is a happy prostate. So the prostate is actually what makes the seminal fluid, and the sperm mixes with the seminal fluid currently. And you find that the prostate gland is what stops men from wearing catheters and urinal bags. And constipation actually worsens wearing the catheters. So most people who tell me, Bruno, I'm chest thumping and I'm doing well, I just look at them, it's just a matter of time before you talk. Then failure to take antioxidants means that the prostate could swell, and this means that the men's sexual health could also be affected. And for most guys, you don't want something that disrupts your life, and from the meal like maca, you can naturally just take care of your prostate without problems. Now, the other component is you find male sterility. This is a long-term inflammation or harm to the prostate secretion that could hinder sperm liquefaction. That means that lowering sperm motility which may cause sterility. For if a man gets sterile, you find that they are not able to satisfy their women, or maybe have sexual performance issues, impotence, premature ejaculation. So I was in Meru one time, and we were having a very lengthy conversation with the men. This also aggravates the man in terms of sexual intercourse, or it also satisfaction in terms of quality sexual life. Then also, it's also important to prevent things like erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, and other issues. The other component is also, when we address enlarged prostate, what we are keen about is also to look at how best we can prevent anti-cancer substances. This could be prostate fluid, enlargement, and also this creates a lot of infertility issues. So in every 100 couples, 13 are out of or maybe are unable to get pregnant. So it's no longer something that a man wishes away. It's something that you take to the heart, and if you're able to help so many men. So those chronic uremia, if constantly cause urinary tract infections, and without timely therapy, this can also affect the quality of life for the man, especially if there are inflammations or kidney problems, bacterial infections. And for some people, they may say, and the amusing thing is that men send their wives to the clinic, but for PSA, you have to go in person, because this is the only one that someone has to check your prostate and if there is a swelling. So kidney, if you're finding most people are backing up urine, could also lead to overproduction of bacteria. So that's hydronephrosis, which is caused by a blockage of the tube that connects kidney to the bladder or the ureter. Possibly could cause kidney stones, an infection, an enlarged prostate, blood clot, or a tumor. Symptoms could be difficulty urinating, pain on one side of the groin. Treatment could include antibiotics, and just in case you want to take antibiotics for life, or if you want to be on medication for life, that's a long time to be on medication. So nephritis is a condition where a tissue in the kidney becomes inflamed and have problems filtering the blood. And so nephritis may also cause infections, inflammatory conditions like lupus, and certain genetic conditions that may affect other generations down the line. Uremia could be a condition that involves abnormally high level of waste products in the blood. Uremia is also a dangerous condition that affects the kidney, longer filter properly, and also cause fatigue, nausea, loss of appetite, and other names. So these are diseases that affect the prostate, like the prostatitis. If there is a swelling of your prostate and produces the seminal fluid, could cause injury, immune disorders, pelvic pain, things like trichomonas, in terms of sexually transmitted infections, just because a gentleman didn't take care of their prostate. Or probably some people develop gonorrhea and other problems like gonococcal infections, especially when the urethra is involved, things like chlamydia, and this really affects the quality of life you live. And for people who have to be on antibiotic therapy, this is a long time to be on medication. So that's also some of the complications that issues of some men may experience gyno problems and inflammations that can lead to other problems. Like you can actually transmit this to your wife, and includes things like trichomonas, chlamydia, and that's because the prostate developed a problem that was never attended to. And actually it reduces the quality of life. For some men, the testicles could be affected, and frequent urination at night. This is restless work life could also be affected by this prostate that you could have taken care of. So another man could be breeding for another one, shooting blanks and blaming their wives. And bedroom woes especially include heart nerves, especially if we need to reset and reboot the body so that you can improve the nerves. And if there is a blood clot in the wrong place, that means that the penile muscle is also affected. So how do we go about this? We offer prostate enlargement treatment. The first one that I give is called prostate relax. This is this sign of prostate that needs to be taken care of, or malnourished prostate that needs to be addressed. When a man is experiencing dribbling of urine, difficulty starting to urinate, probably frequent urination at night, or maybe urgency. I've seen them around the fence. They no longer can be able to hold the pee. So that's also something that I address. Or maybe after you've shaken well after use, you feel there's an incomplete bladder empty. Those also are major needs for most men. So prostatic health, especially an antidote for prostate hypertrophy, and helpful for reversing benign prostatic hypertrophy, which means the swelling of the prostate that leads to myriad of problems. For instance, increase in weak frequency or weak urinary stream, frequent dribbling continuously, or probably difficulty starting urinating. That aspect of feeling that there's an incomplete bladder empty, this can also be corrected. And for so many of our men, we will tell them, look, it's no longer a secret to hide behind the tent. It's time now to come out and address the elephant in the room. And there are serious long-term life effects of this. Could be urinary tract infections, as I said earlier. Could be kidney damage, could be bladder stones, and pain during sexual intercourse. Or maybe wearing a pamper because now you can no longer control the urine force that come out. So men are peeing on themselves, and the sooner we discuss this, is the better for you. To help support in terms of spermatogenesis, that is production of very good sperms that are able to swim and hit the ovum and make a baby, and probably enhancing your fertility, and also facilitating the reproductive health for your family and for you, and rejuvenating testosterone levels. For instance, if you are above 40, it's supposed to be at 80%, and just in case this goes down, we are looking at how best we can protect your kidney, your bladder, and prevent you from having pain anytime you ejaculate or pee. Now, this is a brilliant way to keep our men stable and to be able to have good, strong, solid men, wakiitwa wanaitika vizuri. And this is a bit that I'm very keen about in terms of giving you prostate relax. Prostate relax is an extract from epimedium. Epimedium is a horny goat weed. So we noticed particular sexual activity around some goats that were taking a lot of some type of grass. So my objective here is to share with you the horny goat weed, and this is brilliant for making sure that as a traditional, nutritional and organic supplement that elevates and prevents male testosterone from like just giving you the epimedium is brilliant for taking care of your prostate and improving libido and fertility in your house, but it also prevents prostate cancer, making sure prostate enlargement is a thing of the past, proactively preventing weak or urine streams that need to be addressed, and also proactively enabling the bladder to empty in a normal urine flow. And naturally, this is a solution to prevent men from wearing catheter and urine bags, and also to maintain healthy prostate and a healthy urinary system. This also enlarges sexual performance, for instance, enhances for that matter, for making sure that we have the vitality of men and endurance. So the dates of one round man are over. I would like you to enjoy prostate relax, because apart from taking care of the prostate, it's very good for taking care of you as a man and promoting healthy prostate function. And for men who experience difficulty starting urinating, this is a very good one for your nerves. And for preventing premature ejaculation when you're with your woman, for instance. And this is very good for addressing those embarrassments in the bedroom and damaged relationships, because of guilt and feeling out of place. You know, some women even report the men to their mothers. So it's a key area for healthy testicular function, promoting and relaxing, giving a very effective blend of mineral and vitamins, and doesn't show any sign of weakness. Just shows that you understand that you're a man. And so I want to stop the frequent urination around the fences and to give men the dignity they used to have as men of honor in their homes, and making sure that every time you sleep very well without having nocturnal urinating programs that you're running on the side. So if you go to the washroom and you feel that you've not emptied enough and you want to go back constantly, mine is to come in there and to give you the solution, the natural prostate solution without surgery. So I'm taking men away from surgery every other time. And if you take medication for the prostate for long, you develop breasts, and that also is a major issue for men who don't want. So this is plus emptying and relaxing your bladder so that you can pee in peace without having those challenges. That's where I stop. So I've answered your question. I was asked, how can we take care of our men, prevent prostate inflammation? And I think I've done well for that matter. So my number is down there. Reach me. It doesn't show any sign of weakness. Mine is to take care of your prostate, and I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you have very healthy prostate. It doesn't have to be about the money. It's about your health today, making that decision for your prostate to be healthy and to serve you better and to give you value for life. Until another time on the next question. If you ask me a question, I make a video and I share it with all men so that we can have more men who are healthy. Until another time, have a good day or have a good night, depending on where you are in the continent. Thank you. Adios. Thank you.